guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Check 24, check 24. 80 weapon. 45 to Mike. Here we go. Here I come. 45. Get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Six, pull it high.
Check 45 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Two.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Holt. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Let's go now. 18, Gator.
I'm coming. Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak. Big Griffin.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Ready.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
47's the Mike. Not here. 47 Mike. Mike.
Yep.
Good track. 47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Let's go.
Ready.
Back to throw. Holt. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Bucs 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, Is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Let it go. Let it go.
On 2nd down, Barber found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
8-3.
No, no, no.
X3. 218. Chop.
Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Who that? Who that? He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Kill. Kill. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Check 50. Check 50. Back. 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 Switch.
You're out. Shoot.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Set up. 10 logo.
Hey, we heavy on the edge. He's heavy on the
Hey, high 7.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Bandit. Bandit.
Go.
From the gun, Holt. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 26. Check 26. Under crunch. Under crunch. Under crunch.
Leo. Deep rip.
On 1st down, Sparks. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Team 6. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. No score after one on EA Sports. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Second and 15. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The full start backs them up 5, first and 15. Now it's Barber. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Watch 61. Matchbox light. Kill. Check. Crouch. Bang.
On second down, it's Barber. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Hey, box drop.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Hey, lock it. Hey, rock it.
They'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Watch the screen.
Barber on 1st and 10. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check the backer.
Go. 52. Now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Barber. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with... The 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Pilot, 64, weak. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Switch. Topper. Hey, Mike 52. Go. Lee Griffin.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Hey, Mike 52.
2nd and 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yeah. Hey, Delta. 22-jet bomber.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
47's the mark, boys. 47. Check, check. 47. It's been a long day for you. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Yeah. Yo, go. Watch the screen. 47 Mike. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Holt. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer 1st down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Check. Press that.
Blue draw Corker. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Barber. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Ready. 30 base.
54. It's a party now. Check.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smoke.
Mike 5-4.
Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
61, matchbox lights.
2nd down and inches. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, Wahoo! Hey!
Check back 47. Check pass. Check pass. 44.
Hard! Check go!
On first and 10, Holt airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing again. Holt. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Look at me, zipper!
Stay at home, stay at home. Mike's 59! Mike's 59! All day, just like that, just like that. 59, Mike.
Hey, Alpha!
Check 59.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Holt. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Set 70, Indy.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bucks with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. and someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, ready, 90, Wolf. Catch up, 6-6, pull it high. Watch the ship, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Like, you got shot.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the set.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Show it in. Show it in.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 37. Pilot, 64, whip.
Safe. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch twist. Watch twist. He's coming.
Gone.
Double up.
Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Sparks. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 9. Check. Topper!
25. Let's go. Joker.
Get it.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Wide, get wide. 49, check 49. X3, 218, chopper.
Hatchet.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Ready. 10-2 saw. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, let's go. Come. Watch the run. Hey, they're running it.
Shoot.
Off play action. Holt. Dancing to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Get in the weight room. Go.
Back to throw. Holt. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Check 45 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Check 13. Check 13. 30. Rock it. Deep river.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sparks, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin first and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Once again, it's Barber. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Hey. You got 3. Three down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And this is caught by Evans. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Out. Recon, 132 fighter. Sit up.
Here's Barber. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Slam. 61. Matchbox light. Ready to go. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. The 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. They'll run here with Barber. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's second and 8. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
8 yards to go.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 8.
Get off the field. Exit. Get off the field. Go.
Now back to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Ready?
On first down, Holt. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, first down Niners. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
90 Wolf. Protein spill. Check 25. Check 25.
Here's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Ready. 60 or.
I'm here all day. Check. Lucky. Watch the safety creep.
General West.
Check. Jim. Tight dog. Shoot.
On second down, it's Sparks. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Let's bring it. Shift. Check. Hot route. Hot. Begin. Alert flare. Check 4.
So that'll back him up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now.
Let's go.
They run with Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Let's go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Matchbox lights.
Target. No. Off. Shit.
Hey, orbit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. He's checking.
Hey, Sam off. Now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
80 weapons.
Check 50. Back. Switch. Under 10. 10. He's coming.
Fair.
He's coming. Double up. Check 26. Under crunch.
And that'll set him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Hey, Haywood. Squeeze.
3 buzz.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Holt. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The carry for Barber. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chop. Spons. No. Check 24, check 24. Clear. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
22 jet bomber. Put up.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharp.